Hi, this is Brendan Moriarty, and I support Donald Trump. Okay, the illegal immigration dealings that are going on now are very difficult. But I can tell you, I've been to Latin America many times, and the one thing, a nuclear American family is the one thing that you will never find there. Okay, I've looked and I have not seen it. I'm very perceptive, and people see me, and I try to communicate with them, and that's the one forbidden reality. Okay. The other thing that's very important is that these countries are potentially nice places that are overrun with corruption. Okay, they're just overrun with banditos, and with technology more than military, we can solve these problems. We can say these people have fundamental human rights problems in these very poor countries, and if we go there, we can solve that. This is absolutely true. Okay, you need intelligent people. When I say the nuclear American family, I'm referring to someone like George Washington. Okay, and there are geographic hotspots. El Salvador, Gaza. I don't know anymore. I mean, we certainly would have our own poverty. Skid Row, and indeed the Rust Belts. It can be difficult. We have to use ultimate intelligence and situate our focus on the future of civil society. This is utterly important, and I try to be utterly balanced and realize that there are some predatory philosophies and people, okay, who do not support our civil society nor technology. Okay, there are some in every country who do and who don't. And if we can differentiate, we can really have an honest and epic civilization. Okay, it's not psychology, it's sociology. Okay, this is how we're going to untangle the psychology. We're just going to create political chaos, create crazy people doing crazy stuff. But with sociology, with studying the people, if we go down to these poor countries, solidify their safety there, and really stick with them. Say this. We're going to have real Americans, real American families, actually growing up in Latin America, in Central America, and find the people who support this, because there are a lot of legal immigrants to this country who are great, who support our civil society, and say, yeah, it was bad there. I wish we could go back there and stop that corrupted, subjective reality, okay, to really identify the individual elements of this. Okay, this is exactly what, when I talk about the George Washington, this is an element that does not belong between the 7 Years' War and World War. It doesn't belong between Manifest Destiny and World War. Okay, you have to find a better place for these people. And I'm telling you, with the legal immigration from these very poor countries, we can go there and secure places in there. You could go down into Latin America and find a city, maybe, I'm not sure the topography of a lot of these countries, but let's say San Salvador, Honduras, places, these are really tough countries where even Mexicans are afraid of them. They're like, oh my God, those are the tough banditos, slimy realities, and divide the city, find the people who support American virtues, and have them help us to identify the half of the city that is worth saving and the other half that is like just craziness. Okay, that is really maybe somehow gazing into the pit, okay, of hell, or something like that. It is really gazing into the pit of hell, the gaze, okay, without being too twisted in nominal focus. We can really say sociologically, we can't just play games, but we can actually identify who is going to influence responsibility, okay, and I want to be that person for the president, and I don't care who the president is, but right now, I'm pretty stoked on Donald Trump, and I have a lot to offer to the world, technologically, sociologically, civil realities. Okay, we go there, we build very inexpensive barriers and use technology that already exists in mass quantity. We've got boxes full of cameras. You can study the people in these countries and figure out what the problem is exactly down there, solve it, make those countries great as well.